Good morning.
Morning, y'all.
Cernox Connection. He's doing a whatnot auction over on auction on whatnot right now. It's an app, um, like a separate site, like different platform, and he's selling a bunch of vintage stuff. It's crazy what he sells it for so cheap. I
hmm
mean, it's nuts. He
How
had a
does he
bunch
do
of good
that?
stuff. Huh?
How does he get away with that?
Get away with it? What do you mean?
Selling stuff so cheap? Does he just get it so cheap, or like?
Yeah, yeah. He's got a honey hole that I think he kind of works for him too, and gives him a little work. And I think, if I remember right, he gets stuff for like 50 cents a piece. A lot of his clothes, and I don't know, just because he gets these awesome hats. It seems like it's unlimited. He gets so many of them.
Do you ever switch to your other screen where you have the actual YouTube video open, and it's like 5 seconds behind, and you see your own face making a different face back at you, and you feel like you're talking to someone else?
Well, I hadn't, but
Because I keep the other window open because that's where I can type in the chat there better,
right,
and I'll click on it sometimes, and I can see how many people are in the chat, and I'll click on it, but it's got a lag.
yeah,
So when I do, it's like, but like, cause like right now it's like looking in a mirror, but when I click to that, it's like looking at somebody else. It kind of freaks me out.
I can see that. Yeah, it's like 5 to 10 seconds behind most of the
Yeah,
time.
it's
That's
kind of
why
awesome too,
some
though.
people don't like doing auctions on them because of that. But oh yeah, pen and paper, sure. So you can take all of our good stuff that makes no sense and put it on your own show, right?
I knew Tommy'd
Hey
be here
Shay,
this morning. He's got to get some good content for his show. So,
good content. Are you sure it's good?
like
Hey
making fun
Glenn,
of us.
recounting memories wrong.
Right.
I've never been
Well,
wrong before, so it's kind of weird.
I should be nice to Tommy, not be too mean, because he did totally help me out with my shipping questions last week, and he was correct on all of it. And I went in and got it all fixed up. So,
What? So what was the answer from eBay when they said that they split that one, the shipping?
so I had that set to like the buyer pays a flat rate, and when you do that, it only charges that one amount. And if you wanted to charge an additional amount for each item, you have to go in, and there's a little cell where you put in how much it adds for each additional item, but you have to do it on the desktop. And I had set it up on my phone and
Uh,
didn't realize that you had to. I thought it charged that much for each one, unless you went in and like specifically told it not to. But it only charges the one rate unless you specifically go in and tell it to add an additional amount.
Makes sense. I figured it was something like that. How's it going, Shay? Appreciate you joining.
I know, Tommy. We're just teasing you.
Yeah. Anyway, I went back and looked. I'm like, did I have that wrong? And I couldn't find it. So yeah, I was in another dimension.
So, Tommy, I got an answer to another question that I asked you about a while back, and I was going to read it. So, I was talking to the eBay help yesterday, and I had asked you about those wireless earbuds that got taken down that said it was a counterfeit item. And they had said that they had something worked out with Apple because the product looks too much like Apple AirPods, and it had said nothing in the listing about Apple or AirPods or Bluetooth or anything, but the fact that the unbranded version from China looks so much like AirPods that they're not even allowed to sell them. So
That's
I thought that
crazy.
was interesting because I was like literally like I didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing in it. I made
Right.
the listing like as plain as possible, and it still got taken down. And it
Well,
said
it's
it
good.
was
It's good to know that Bluetooth is a word you can't use too.
yeah,
I
mhm,
didn't know that. I mean, it makes sense.
yeah.
So have you sold anything recently?
I got a couple offers that I'm accepting today. The last thing, it's been a slow week for me. I'm looking right
Yeah,
now.
you don't have a lot up, so
Yeah, I sold
yeah,
that Chief stocking hat and some game controllers and a couple a mouse and another hat. And I've got some of those diamondized water bottles. I got an offer in on one of those. So, and that's one of the items that's coming out of the Dallas. So I'm going to. It's a really low offer, but I'm just going to accept it and just try the process and go through the motions of sending in the
yeah,
labels and everything and see how
yeah.
everything works.
How long it takes and stuff because they have to send out quick. That's cool. It's good to see how the process goes with them on
Yeah.
their side.
I just want to get some of those going, and I want to see what they're going to sell at because I have like thousands of them available, so I want to get them rolling. So,
Right.
morning, Tracy.
I just accepted an offer from 4 offers on some football cards, and I must have had them set differently. So some of them went global shipping, and then 2 went eBay standard shipping. And
Mhm.
so I was trying to put an invoice together, and I can't put an invoice together because they're like 2 separate things. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna have to figure out how to do that.
That reminds me, I was going to ask you. I sent out an offer on those water bottles, and somebody responded with a counter offer, but I can't find their address in the counter offer anywhere. Is it different than when they submit an offer? Because I've even went on the desktop and I can't find it.
Their address.
Yeah, because I wanted to see where it was going before I accepted the.
Uh, I always type on their name, and it usually takes me to their store. It usually says where they're located.
Oh,
I
I
think.
did that. It just says U.S. on
Uh,
their account because it's not. They don't have a store. It's just someone's account.
yeah. I don't know.
Thanks for all the help.
You're welcome. Glad I could
Yeah.
be helpful.
If I have any more questions, I'll get back to you on that one. I don't know. Have you tried Amazon?
uh,
So
yeah.
is
Last thing
every
I mean,
retail person ever, anywhere you go, anytime you ask for anything ever now? Yeah, hey, I'm looking for this watch band thing. They're like, yeah, have you checked on Amazon? Don't tell anybody I told you that, but that's where it's at. Thank you.
uh, yeah. I don't know how everybody sells on so many different platforms. It's hard to do just one. I don't. Can't imagine selling on Amazon and eBay.
Have you heard of List Perfectly, bud? We should get some software.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Facts. Uh,
Chopper's going to show up today.
well, we'll have to go through and run through it first.
You can't just show up. You gotta
You got to put in the work.
Yeah. He might be watching right now. There's 8 people. Did you do a post on it?
No, I didn't.
There's like 8 people watching. So probably Bryce, UJ.
I should probably, yeah. I didn't respond. I took Facebook off my apps on my phone, so I forgot to respond to Chopper. Need to talk to him.
Did you do a post before you did that, letting everybody know you were taking it down, just in case anybody wonders where you are?
I don't think they're going to wonder.
Hey guys, I'm taking a little break from social media. Just
In case you're wondering where my great posts are at, I've got them
I know
over
you're all
on
probably
YouTube.
missing me, so
I would if I was you.
just getting to be a little bit much right now, After that last bout in the hospital where I sent out photos of my feet and asked for prayers, taking a break. Thoughts and prayers welcome. There's 8 people in the chat. What's everybody doing this morning? Anybody find a good estate sale or anywhere to go source anything? I was kind of in the mood to go out and find one today, and I looked, and there's like a six family estate sale that's at some antique auction place here in town. I might swing by, but I'm sure it's pretty ransacked by now. But everything's half price, so
Well,
they had some cool
since
signs.
it's cold outside, you might scare off some people. So
They
maybe
had
a good
some
one.
cool like old gas signs and like a Dr. Pepper sign. I didn't see any
Ooh,
records or anything.
I like that. I love that stuff. It's easy to put in my boost too. Yeah, I'm always worried about not taking something down and then selling something twice because you're just going to end up canceling on all the other sites and not eBay.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know. If I was full time, I guess I would probably have to just try to get as many sales as possible.
Well, you don't really like have an official job, so do you still consider yourself part time?
What's a job?
Exactly.
Yeah, retirement. No, no. I'll just do a skydiving event and see if I can die.
15 in line, all good stuff. Got taken. It was $10 day.
Mm-mm. We're getting more and more of those stores. Laying on the beach. That must be nice.
Nice. We have those two bin stores here. One of them's pretty good, and the other one it's just like bins
Trash.
full of trash. I don't. What is
Yeah.
this stuff? It's not even. And there's one store too where there's just these boxes, and you can't even see what's in them. They're just like brown boxes, and it says like if you tear something up or break it, you have to buy it. So, and no one there's really that helpful. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because I've been selling long enough on eBay. I kind of just want to sell what I want to sell too. So
hmm
going to some of that, going to Goodwill and some of those places, I can't hardly find anything anymore just because I've changed to what I buy. You know what I mean?
yeah, I've never actually been to the Goodwill here until last week. Just stopped by to see what it was like, and it was really bad.
Yeah, they used to be awesome. I mean, I go in and I mean, I always came out with something, and usually I was trying to not bring it up. I didn't want to buy as much as I had. And
hmm
now I go in there and I mean, it's like a third of what it used to even be in there amount of product, let alone it's just crap. They're
So
selling everything online.
that other thrift store I have here in town, literally everything there's like $1, and there's like it's every day it's either 30 or 40% off. Is I think Saturdays are 40% off, and every other day is 30% off. So
That's the one I go to. Family owned.
yeah, but the Goodwill everything's like 4.99 or like
Yeah.
everything is, or it's like 8.99 or.
I mean, it used to be that Goodwill is so much cheaper than the Salvation Army and DAV, but now I'd rather go there because you might pay up, but at least you're getting a good product.
hmm
I don't know. It's weird. And it's the Goodwills here. I'm sure other places it's not that bad, but here they've been bad for about a year.
hmm
Whenever they started taking like the all the video games and the video game consoles, they just stopped putting them out. They just started selling them online because they were worth so much more.
hmm
You know, when Wii's went up to almost $100, they were probably selling those all online because they stopped showing up.
You had Wii's for $100 at Goodwill, or you're talking they're
No,
selling
they
that
were
on
selling on eBay for
Okay.
yeah, it was like 90 something dollars there for a while. There was about 2 or 3 months span because everybody's stuck at home, and they're like, well, it's a home game.
hmm
Now, shoot, you could probably space like $40 if you sell one right now.
Yeah, I've had some of those Wii cables listed in like a combo pack for a while, and they're getting no interest, and I have them listed super cheap. So, but
Yeah,
during the shutdown, everything, all that stuff was selling really great.
yeah.
So,
That's why you got to sell when it's hot. I remember Cernock. He's the guy that's having an auction right now.
hmm
He sold all of his video game testing equipment right when it went hot. He's like, I'm out of the video game stuff now, just because
hmm
he knew sell it when it's hot. And I don't see video games anymore anyway. I don't even know why I have testers. That's why I'm gonna sell all my all my video game testing equipment because I just don't use it that much. I'll keep my I'm going to keep my N64 in Mario Kart. I don't know if that's ever going to get old.
Yeah, I really wish I still had that now, actually, because actually sold my Wii stuff because it quit working. Or I sold all the components to it, but I really miss Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart's still the best. I wonder if the Wii remotes still sell pretty good. There for a while, they were selling for like $15 for a remote and uh, what do you call them?
The sensor
The
that goes
other
on
left, the other toggle.
the nunchuck thing.
Yeah, nunchuck.
Hmm. Yeah,
Shoot.
I think I sold mine for like 25 for both of them.
Yeah. I've sold just last month. I sold a Luigi one and a Mario one for like, well, what was it? Yeah, the Luigi one was like $50, and the Mario one was like 25, I think. Those are still selling good because those were specialized ones, you know, packaged up. Yeah, I tell you what, that really got me at the beginning. Who was I watching? Like Rockstar Flipper or someone like that, or I don't know. It was one of those guys, and they were like, yeah, VCRs, DVD combos. You need to buy those. I bought like 5 or 6 of them, not really paying attention exactly what they were, and they were like the worst ones you could buy. It's like you
Hmm.
got to be careful watching people on YouTube on what's selling. And usually, if it is selling good, it's on the bottom curve anyway. And then by the time you
Hmm.
buy it and put it up, it's already down.
Yeah. The Dollar Trees in our area finally raised their price to $1.25.
Yeah, it's $1.25 here too.
Mm-hmm.
That was first time. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Glenn. It's not that Goodwill's that much worse, I guess. It's just that I've narrowed what I buy too. I remember when I first started buying, I turned on the Harry's channel and I started watching because I wanted to know some antiques because I didn't really know real vintage glass or anything like that. And I needed to for my booze.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first things I picked up was a butter dish made in England. It was one of those covered butter dishes. It was
Mm-hmm.
painted, it was cool, but it was cracked. And I remember going, "That's cracked. I don't think anybody's going to care." Like that tells you how bad I was at doing this. Like, no, that's the only reason they buy it is if
Mm-hmm.
it's not cracked. You know,
Right.
like
Yeah, they won't mind if there's shards of glass in this food tray. That's fine.
yeah. Just watch your lip.
Yeah. There, I bought I found a really cool coffee mug the other day. Actually, Hayden found it, and it was one of those ones that said "Kiss me, I'm Irish," but inside the cup it had a leprechaun like looking up with his hood on. And I thought, man, I know that'll sell. It was pretty neat. And
Yeah.
I got it and I brought it home and I peeled the price tag off, and there was a chip under the price tag. Like,
Oh, that's dirty.
yeah,
That's dirty.
yeah.
Yeah, I've had people do that. I even bought a YouTube auction once where it was used stuff, and they said it was good. It was all brand new. And I asked them
Mhm,
about it. I'm like, I go, what the heck? I go, I sent this to New York, and they told me they got it, and there was like sawdust all over the product. I'm like, what's up?
mhm,
And he goes, oh, yeah, I think that they screwed me. I just didn't know how much of the stuff they screwed me on. I'm like, so you screwed me because you got screwed? I'm like, what the-
makes sense.
like
Pass it
you should
on.
at least told me that it may not be all brand new because I put it as
Mhm.
brand new. I was just lucky that the guy that got it wasn't mad. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I go, I'll give you half price. It's like, oh, well, okay, that's fine because it was all still there at least.
Mhm. Yeah. So needless to say, the leprechaun mug is now a decoration in my house because it's not.
Yeah, you can't fix that. Paint it up.
I'm gonna repair it. I can make $3. Boom.
Yeah, and it was weird because he goes, "You want your money back?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna make plenty of money because I made money on the other stuff." And he sent me the money anyway. I'm like, "Hey," I go, "I was just asking you because I wanted to know because I have a bunch of stuff up and I don't want to sell more stuff that's not brand new, you know?"
Mhm.
Because he'd put it back in the cardboard where the cardboard fit over it, so it looked. I mean, you'd had intentionally know. And I sent it back to him like, "Please don't send it back." And he sent it back again. I'm like, because it cost $5 every time they sent it, you know. I'm like, whatever. I don't think I've seen the guy since. I don't think he's done any YouTube auctions either.
Mm.
But it was just one of those times I'm like, so you knew that you thought you got screwed over, and then you decided to just lump it all into a big lump sum, and it might screw over someone else. Like, okay.
Tracy's surprised you got some bad product off YouTube auction. See what you can learn, Tracy, coming to watch our show. Hmm?
I had another YouTube auction where I got a box full of 1989 Bowman uh, wrapped packs. There's 36 packs in each one, a whole
Hmm.
box. It has the King Griffey Jr. rookie in it, so it's something you can actually put up for $3 to $4 a pack and get it. And it went for like $20. I was like, yeah, sweet, you know. 36 packs. And I was actually going to put that one as a whole box and just sell it for like $50.
Hmm.
Anyway, I get I I kept asking him like, are you going to send me an invoice? They gave me this runaround, and they finally sent me the invoice, and I paid it. It took a long time to get to me. When it finally got to me, it was all unwrapped. They had they had taken everything out of the baseball card packs and put a couple of them in sleeves and sent me that. And I'm like, what is this? I'm like,
They,
the only reason
they
I bought it was because they were sealed packs.
they
Like,
opened the individual packs.
yeah. And
Well,
and
they
there
want
was
to get
no
the big
Griffey.
hits
There
out,
was no
right?
Griffey Jr. in the whole thing. It's almost like they opened it, took the Griffey out, and then gave it to
Yeah.
me. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know?
Yeah,
And
but it
they're
helps
like,
their
oh,
ROI.
and they
Yeah.
never said any. Yeah, they never said anything like why that happened. And they're like, oh well, just send it back. You pay for it, and I'll send you the money. And I'm just like, oh my god. There's only like 3 people's auctions that I even buy off of because
Mm.
I've done it before and it's a good product, but very few. I mean, most of the stuff, if they sell on eBay and they do auctions, it's not a good combo because you're gonna get the stuff that doesn't sell on eBay, and so
Did you find us any records yet?
she's traveling,
Hmm.
trying. I just got in 100 records for Who's Tom Cruise. I've already listed 25 of them.
100? Were they all 45s?
Yeah, they're good ones too, like ACDC, Back in Black. Um, just a bunch of good ones. A lot of them had good sleeves on them too.
What'd you pay for them?
You need names. Message me. uh, yeah, it's. I mean, I'm sure you can guess pretty much. Honestly, who is Tiger? Makes me think there's someone from Marceline. Tigers. I don't even know what that is.
Tiger Musk.
Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate it. Yeah, if they talk like that, there's a few people that like sell on eBay and then they do auctions. I'm like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to those auctions. They're selling like one thing at a time for like $7 plus
Yeah.
shipping is like 10. I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. But there's always some drama in the resellers groups.
Did who's Tom Cruise and West Side Gary used to do things
Yeah.
together? Is that what he means?
Yeah, they did it for like a year. They just together did theirs on Saturdays. A lot of times they would do every other, but then they started doing every week.
Splitting it off, starting a new band, huh?
Yep, pretty much. The Beatles broke up. I'm not sure what happened. I'm sure you can guess 5 things, and they're probably
Did,
right. But
did it have something to do with the boat and there not being any lunch?
John wanted to get in a fight with someone, so they got kicked off the boat. Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
something to do with it.
Who's Tom Cruise wanted lunch, and West Side Gary didn't have any, so they don't do auctions anymore. That's what happened.
They like shots. They didn't have shots there, so
There's no open bar.
hey, what's up, Uriah?
Morning, EJ.
Comic books. Not sure what to look to establish value. Have a good day. Comic books. It's all about what issue and the condition, because some of the issues may not be the first ones, but if it's like the first one of um, what do you call them?
The
Deadpool or some new Venom. If it's like the first time that they're coming into a comic book, those are the ones worth some money. But it really comes down to condition, because people will pay good money for them, but only because they want to grade them. So when it comes to comic books, you want the older ones with the best condition, and of course the Marvel seems to do the best. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man seems to be a good one to go after, but I'm not a comic book guy. I was always playing with baseball cards. I read them sometimes, but I didn't.
So you can. I know this is probably pretty obvious, but you can research all that stuff. But you can also just go to like eBay and type in what you have and do a search for it, and then filter down to the sold items and the finished, and it'll show you what they're actually currently selling for. It might be 99 cents. It might be $300. You don't know, but that's the way you can look up what you actually have. Just type it in, search it, filter it by the sold items, and it'll show you what they're selling at for the last 90 days.
Yep. And make sure you look, because sometimes it'll say best offer and they might take something less. So sometimes it's good to look at the auctions on those things to see what they're currently going for, what they end up going for.
And see if some of them will have free shipping and some of them won't. So just go through and look at all of that stuff and see what they're bringing in.
Yep. Yeah, it comes down to condition and supply and demand. It's one thing about living in capitalism. Like some of the 45s, some of the best 45s I've sold were just because no one has them up. And, the AC/DC Back in Black, there's going to be more of them listed because they think they're going to go for more money. So it just kind of depends on how many's up on eBay too at the time. Yeah, you got to ask now. I'm not sure, man. How's it going, Striker? Appreciate it.
Morning.
Striker, what do you sell? I know you sell tons of books, but what's the things that you like to sell? I think you sell some ephemera. Ephemera is fun. I think, Jason, you would like that. Like, you should watch more of Mr. Buys Lots of auctions. He gets a lot of that cool ephemera where it's like Victorian postcards and stuff. It's just cool. I mean, they're just cool. Like, if you can't sell them, you're like, oh no, I have to keep them. Yeah, he has like tobacco silk cards. I mean, he's one of the best auctions. What's great about his auctions too is while he's showing you, he's explaining what it is and telling you like why you should buy it and where he got it and why it's worth so much money. You're getting an education while you're listening to him. So he's a fantastic person, and he runs specials where I bought one of his specials, wholesale deals, 15 German rock posters for $100. I bought 2 of those, so I'm pretty excited about getting those because I've already bought some from him, and they're freaking awesome. The graphics are awesome. Unique, rare. I can put them up in my booths, and I had this guy I trade with for 45s. Hopefully,
probably should check that out and learn something on that because.
He's so knowledgeable.
Well, they have that antique place just down the street from here, and they have just books and books full of old postcards and all of that kind of stuff. I could go.
Well, when it comes to postcards, like real picture postcards are worth more. They're hard to find too, obviously, but like postcards of pictures of things that are gone now, huge, and cars, airplanes, ships. Just see some of that older stuff that it's not even around anymore. Those things go for good money because people scrapbook. So when it comes to postcards, there's a few keys you kind of got to narrow it down to.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can get them for cheap, but they're long tail items. They don't sell through quick. If you got 30,000 postcards in your store, it can make your store look like it's not selling much. So you got to be kind of careful. That's why for you it's kind of fun starting your eBay business, because just kind of keep it to where it's selling. Just try to sell it as fast as possible. And if you have to take less just to get it out, it's better to take less. eBay likes it when you sell it. Get it out of here. They make their 20 cents. They're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for swinging by, Huge. I appreciate it. Postcards, patches, and pins. Yeah. Pins are awesome, man. I'm surprised how many pins sell on eBay. I mean, it's nuts. I sold vintage Virginia pins just the other day.
You talking like little hat pins or what, like collar pins?
Little push pins too, like for hats and jackets, just
Mm-hmm.
small ones. And even the 80s ones with the big round button pins with the pushback, those sell good too. And because they're so easy to store, easy to ship.
I was just going to say that, but almost like baseball cards or something. They're so little.
Yeah. And people, I mean, I've made way more money than I ever thought I would on. And patches do sell pretty good. I've had to lot them up. But when I have, they've sold pretty good. Postcards are not moving real fast for me, but I'm still getting used to it. Storage Bandits, thanks for swinging by. I appreciate it. Bonnie, how's it going? I appreciate it. Thank you. Larry, we got quite some new people in.
Hey, I got a question.
Every Saturday morning. We talk all the time anyway, so figure go live.
Did you notice that they put the link back up in the live chat that you can click on someone's channel again and go to their channel from there? Did you notice that?
Yeah, they just
why do some of them have that and some of them don't? Is it a setting on your end?
I think so. I think it's if they're wrenched or not. If they're not wrenched, you can't.
That's not it, because I just checked it.
Maybe if they're not subscribed. I'm not sure. But I did check that one day when I was like, why is some of them not working? But I'm glad they had that back again. That hurt everybody whenever they did that. And you had to get like some kind of Chrome. You had to get some kind of third party to do it. I can't even remember now. Overstreet. Ooh, Larry's got comment guide for comments. Yeah, Primetime Treasure Hunter is a great one. He's the best for trying to figure out comics. Uriah. So yeah, he's right. Thanks, Larry. I appreciate that. But that's good to know too. Overstreet Comic Guide. If it's you're a mod or not. Okay.
No, I just went into some of the people in our chat and clicked on them that weren't.
They don't have a channel. Oh, if they don't actually put out videos, maybe. But yeah, I definitely noticed that everybody stopped getting more subscribers when they got rid of that. But I think it helps too, because a lot of us have crappy subscribers that never wanted to watch. They were just hoping we would subscribe back. So a lot of us have those meaningless subscribers.
You just said Stryker puts out videos on postcards and ephemera stuff.
I don't think he puts videos out. I just asked him what he likes to sell on eBay.
Oh, okay, because I just went to his channel and I didn't see any. So I thought you said
he goes live on Auctions for You and Donatello Bodolino's channel. He kind of moderates for them, and he sells on there every once in a while just to kind of give them breaks. He's a great moderator, very even-tempered. Because it's those auctions it's harder as a customer when there's no mod. I mean, it looks kind of like jumbled up.
I can't imagine keeping up with some of those because there's so many people in the chat. Goes so fast. Keeping up with that's got to be rough. Even Tommy and Tracy's show, the chat's like, sometimes.
I don't know how they do that.
See, I'm glad there's not many people here. It'd be too much work if it was busy.
I can't disagree. I was gonna say, oh, one of our buddies, Scotty. His name's Ox. Uh, God, what's his name? Oh crap, I forget his name. Antiques for Profits, and he's in Canada, and he went to join the trucker convoy up there, and so
Hmm.
he's making a few videos about the trucker convoy, and because the first words he puts trucker convoy, and so he had 1,000 people. He only had 1,000 subscribers. He had 1,000 people in his live at once.
Whoa.
And he's just sitting there. You could tell he's just so overwhelmed with what was going on. I mean, kind of like you could tell he kind of hoped that might happen, but he was
Hmm.
just like, "Holy crap, what do I do?" Because it's just weird when you see someone talking like they're usually always talking about antiques in their
Yeah.
in their booth, and now he's talking about what Canada needs to do. And
Mhm.
it's just funny. And like Tommy told me, he's like, "Yeah, that can really hurt your channel too. Whenever all of a sudden, you know, the algorithm probably thinks that you're this person, what you're doing in this video. If you start
Mhm.
doing your old stuff, they're going to be like, what? What is this?"
Yeah. Throws everybody off. Like, I don't want you for that.
Oh, I'll try to rent you I'll try to think of it when I get out of here. Yeah, that's for sure. Sometimes when Donna has like 80 or 90 in the chat and there's no moderator, oof, people get all mad. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's busy. That's probably true. You can say whatever you want because everybody's engrossed in the chat. So they're not even paying attention. I can say anything right now. Like you're a
Yeah.
complete
At some point, you're like, we're just going to let that go. We're going to let it run.
Asphincter says what?
What?
Hey, look, we're in Delaware.
Hey, it's Delaware.
Hey, it's Delaware. We got 3 Delaware people in here
Yeah.
right now. Sorry, we've been saying that for like 20 years,
Yeah.
so it's
Scott.
not like it's you guys.
Hello. We're not doing that
Hey,
anymore.
Jennifer.
What? It's done? The voice?
I saw Jennifer's got a new grandbaby. That's pretty
Hmm.
awesome. Congratulations. I want to get married. Sign me up.
Yeah.
It's hard enough having puppy kids. I can't imagine having real
Oh,
freaking kids,
here
man.
we go with your dogs. Not busy. You're not busy. You're not busy.
You're not busy,
I got to
bud.
put food in the bowl like 3 times a day, sometimes 12.
I've got to walk them twice a day when they poop.
Yeah. They just go with you when you go do stuff, and it's walking them. It's fine. You're not busy.
It's just really frustrating. I want to keep listing.
Yeah. You can literally put them in a cage or put a leash on them and tie it to something, and it's fine. You can't do that with a kid. They can just run off.
That offends me that you think I should just throw them in cages. They're real people too.
No, they're not.
Okay. Hey, we're just talking about you, Tom Cruise.
It was all good. It was all good stuff.
I got those 102 45s, and I've already put 25 of them up. And I'm gonna do something for Tom. I'm gonna keep track of all of myself from that lot to
Hmm.
see how much money I make on it, so he
Hmm.
can kind of advertise it as, look what he got.
Hmm.
Now you should buy my shit. Which I need to buy some more 45s off you. I'll just throw you some money. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that swamp. Glenn's a good guy. Yeah, what time are you going? He's going live for a vinyl sale today, all vinyl, and he's going on. He usually goes on before Gary and Justin go on. Get the cleanest, best vinyl in the business, and I've bought from everybody.
So it'll be on at 4 o'clock Central Time. Is that right? 5.
Actually,
5
might
Eastern.
even earlier. I was thinking maybe 2. What time is it, Tom? You could throw the link up too if you want. I
You
don't
just put
care.
it in the chat. It says 5 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a 4 here. That's what I like to hear. I had some good. He had some good ones in there. I get to test Elvis Presley all day today. I'm not a huge fan of Elvis, but it's kind of good. It's just fun to listen to old music again, just to see what you might like from it that you didn't know.
How come you don't like Elvis? What's wrong with you?
I've never been a big fan. I can do the lip.
No, I don't think you can.
I can't. Mama G's here. Hey, there's one of the best mods in the business. We got 3 great mods in here right now. I've seen Bonnie mod too. We got a bunch of. I appreciate everybody for coming by. Could someone throw up who's Tom? Oh, Jennifer.
Jen just did. Thanks, Jen.
She's always on it. Yeah, Stryker. He has this awesome bookshelf behind him when he does his lives.
Mm-hmm.
He's got thousands of books. He's talking about someone that probably has a lot of knowledge of what you can sell and what you can on eBay. That's him. Stryker should put out some videos.
I just turned on my notifications.
So I can't really.
So
what?
I want to watch. I said I just turned on my notifications for Stryker, so I want to watch some lives.
I like Stryker, but he's from Kansas, so we can't really be friends.
Is it Wichita, or where's he from in Kansas?
I think it is close to Wichita. Maybe it's Hutchinson. I'm not sure.
I feel like we just talked about that, didn't we? It was.
I say the same things every live, probably.
Yeah. I have a list of things.
What not to say?
Was it Key Lime Kisses? It's from Wichita. We talked about Kansas.
But she moved to Lubbock.
Yeah, that's right.
Is it Key Lime Kisses or is it? Anyway.
Tracy and Tommy are the ones that are from Kansas.
Yeah. I don't think Tommy's even been in the middle of the United States.
He would probably call it a flyover state.
Yeah.
You people in your flyover states. Yeah, Tracy's still here.
She's usually lurking.
She just heard me say she's from Kansas and probably freaked out.
No, I'm not. Don't tell people
she is from Kansas. Right?
Makes me look bad.
I forgot. Should write all this down.
She left home to get the hell away from Kansas.
We should just every week just make fun of Kansas on the show.
I think that's a good plan. I mean, I've been doing it all my life, so which I don't know why, because Kansas beats us every year in basketball. Like, ridiculous. Yeah, Wichita.
McPherson's actually a cool little town. It's pretty good size for a small town. It's got some history.
I hate Kansas. God.
We know.
It smells like cow shit everywhere.
That's true.
I knew you would be, LSU guy. Joe Burrow's really good. Their first matchup was a lot of fun. So Chiefs Bengals should be a great game. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Yep, Jen's doing her thing. Yeah, you were right. And she moved to Lubbock, I believe.
According to you, Lubbock, Kansas, but it's actually.
Don't listen to anything I say. That's pretty much what we've learned.
Lubbock,
Morning
Kansas,
Onion.
They have a lot of boats there. But
we need to change it to Morning Onion. As long as KU keeps beating Mizzou. That's going to happen till the end of time, I think. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, he has family in like Arizona, I think, sister or something.
I'm sure that's wrong info.
Um,
Anybody that's listening.
I
So
know it's wrong.
yeah. We should just start doing this kind of chat when we go through this and just say everything wrong.
Everything wrong on purpose,
Just
just
make
choose
stuff
well.
up. Yeah,
Fantasy Island.
Tommy's from Oklahoma. That's where all his cousins live. Uh, just make up everything.
Uh,
He used to work at a Quick Trip down there. Is Tommy?
I'm trying to hold back and saying things.
Yeah, because I know they're gonna like completely rip us apart tonight on their show. So I got to get it out now while I have a chance.
You gotta guys watch this crap. It's terrible. He lies the entire time.
Wasn't Tommy the one that was a UPS driver?
Yeah, for years. That's why I know shipping pretty well.
Man, I hate UPS drivers. No offense, Tommy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just for the record, I'm an LTL driver, and man, UPS guys are the worst. But nothing personal. I'm glad you got out. I had a UPS guy literally go around me and back into a dock in front of me when I was trying to get into a dock. And the only reason I didn't just pull up and block him in and just turn my truck off is because I would have had to park in the middle of the street. I was so mad. And he was like, "It's cool. I'm just going to be a minute." I was like, "Yeah, so am I. I was in front of you. What are you doing?"
They're union. They get right.
Yes, I'm busy. So am I. Like,
uh, uh, yeah, I heard Tommy is he's kind of like Breaking Bad. He makes meth and is a drug mule to Mexico and back from
yeah,
Oklahoma.
yeah.
That's just what I heard. I don't know if it's true. Southwest Michigan. Oh my God. I couldn't live in North Missouri. I can't imagine Michigan. Good Lord.
Why do you hate all the other states, bud? Such a state hater.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I'm a state racist. I do like Missouri.
Tommy, did you drive a one of the package cars, or were you like one in the freight part?
I wish I still worked for RPS.
That was fun.
Great job.
Super fun, yeah.
Go in at 5:30 in the morning, get a half an hour's work, go home, get paid in pennies. We thought we were doing good. He knows that's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that, but I don't do that. There's a lot of people that I see around and that I work with. I feel like they just try to work as slow as possible to get their hours in, and it's super annoying.
Yeah,
I try to go in and get my crap done so I can get out of there.
that's funny. He came back with exactly what.
Yeah.
Hour from Lake Michigan, 30 minutes to Indiana. Love it. That's cool.
You know, the people that were on Tommy's route probably liked him because when he probably showed up, he probably was like always a smart ass when he walked in and like made some comment and made him laugh.
Yep.
That's what I do.
That's what you do.
Yeah. The other day I was talking to one of my customers and I said something about, I was like, "Are you guys going to need another trailer? Are you good with just one?" And he he started saying all this stuff. And I was like, "Hey man, I don't need your life story. I'm just trying to figure out if you need a trailer." And there was like 8 people in the room. And like the guy that like runs the whole company was in there and they all started like dying laughing. And he was like, "You little," and he started cussing me out. But we actually have a good relationship. So it wasn't like I was actually just being a complete jerk, but I was just being a smart ass.
Yep. I mean, I think honestly, I love my regulars at Cheddar's, but the banter with the other employees was so much fun because you're in the same shithole together. So the stuff you complain about is the same stuff. So it's easy to talk to them about how awful it is and how much you're getting screwed over or whatever.
Yeah.
I do miss that a lot. My
Maybe you should
dogs
get a
don't
job,
listen to
bud.
me about any of that shit.
You
Hmm?
should get a job, bud.
I'm holding out for management. So I've heard people used to say to me all the time, like, "Why don't you want to be a manager at Cheddar's?" I'm like, "Because I work for them. I know what they have to go through more than you. I don't want to do that shit at
Yeah.
all. It's awful."
So Gen LTL is less than truckload. It's stuff that is like pallets of product that are going somewhere. So anytime you see the trucks on the highway that are pulling the two small trailers that are hooked together, that's LTL. So you got like FedEx, Old Dominion, Saia, uh, Roadway, ABF. All those companies are LTL. They haul pallets. So if a company's going to ship something and they don't have a whole truckload, it's less than truckload. So they might have 3 pallets going to Salt Lake City. So they'll send 3 pallets with you. So we drive around and make deliveries and then do pickups later in the day. So we'll go around and pick up, you know, certain pallets, but also some companies might ship multiple truckloads of stuff today, but it's individual orders that are going all over the United States. So, and you also have UPS, which is also called T Force now because it got bought out by another company. So yeah, that's what it is.
See you, Mama G. Yeah, you haul around pallets of animal products.
Yeah, dog food, animal products, implement parts, like places that sell tractors and bobcats and all that stuff. We'll deliver big parts that go on that are super heavy that you need forklifts and stuff to move. But
What
we
did you have?
also,
Didn't you have like
Mhm.
a big concrete slab one time you delivered? What was that for? Like a AC unit or something?
Oh yeah, that was funny. I forgot I showed you that. It showed up and it was just a big piece of concrete on a pallet and it had no label on it and it said Gen Pad on the on the
Yeah,
and we were joking. We kept
generator. Yeah,
saying, we find out where this Gen Pad goes, and we started just calling everything a Gen Pad because it came in with no numbers, no packing slip, no nothing. We're like, how are we supposed to know where this goes? Like, and it just showed up at our terminal.
that's funny.
So then we just started calling everything a Gen Pad that came in with no info on it. We're like, we got another Gen Pad over here, and we just like, it's amazing what people send. It's like, how do you expect us to actually find out where this goes? There's nothing on it. You didn't put anything on it. Yeah, well, it kind of looks like the other stuff. So, oh, right, because it goes across multiple docks, but also like we will ship like also there's big tanks of chemicals that are like the size of a pallet, like say 5 by 5 by 5 square thing. It's like a big plastic jug full of chemicals for like ag companies.
Thanks, Bonnie. Appreciate you for swinging by.
See you, Bonnie.
Learn something new every day. Yeah, I can't imagine. Well, it's the same thing. Like when I first started pulling a trailer around with my mower on it, I couldn't imagine. I'm like freaking out at first. You're like thinking about it, worried about it. Then after like a month, you're like, whatever. You just
What else I just thought
ride
of?
around.
Actually, to clarify though, when you see like FedEx pull doubles, they have two different divisions. So there's the FedEx Ground and the FedEx Freight. So the FedEx Ground is all the package stuff that you guys actually send. That's how it's actually transported from hub to hub. But the FedEx Freight is like what I just explained. It's like pallets of stuff. But the FedEx Ground is actually pallets full of home delivery packages that get sorted and shipped on like a line haul system. Most
Have
people
you
don't
have you ever delivered pallets of Amazon products to Harry Tomato?
know. No, no, we don't really do that. I did deliver a like $100,000 brother printer to a house the other day
Yeah,
to some people that started a website of making shirts in this town, and apparently it's going crazy. So I
I
was
still
like,
don't understand $100,000 brother printer.
it was freaking huge. Yeah, but You have to sell a lot of shirts to pay that off.
So the printer was like printing out screen shirts.
I think so. But
Wow.
it's my opinion. It's kind of like a Cricut or something. It did a lot. It had a lot of different options to do a lot of different type of printings, and it was like the size of 2 pallets. Is how big it was.
I guess it's cheaper than buying a factory in China.
You don't have to buy the factory. You can just buy from the factory.
Yeah.
Good times.
It's well, you can get slaves. I remember that job going into RPS in the mornings. Oh my god, I can't imagine doing that now. Like
Did you?
that's how broke we were that we.
That was just dumb. That was like terrible planning. Did you know that RPS actually became FedEx Ground?
No.
So when I just explained that, that's actually the old RPS.
Huh.
It's a division they bought and made it into FedEx Ground because FedEx actually, I think they have 5 different actual companies that operate under the FedEx name. They got the Custom Critical, they got FedEx Freight, they've got FedEx Ground. There's FedEx Air or something. I don't know what the other one is, but the FedEx Ground is it's all the home package car delivery stuff that they do. And it's all contractors. Most of it's not even actually FedEx employees.
Hmm.
But the
Makes
FedEx
sense.
Freight, which is like, I don't work for FedEx too, by the way, but the FedEx Freight is actually FedEx employees.
It's kind of like all that stuff we just don't even understand. When I first started studying Amazon, realized that Amazon didn't have all these products. They didn't like produce a lot of them. Like what?
Yeah.
Like I
I
had
know.
no idea. And they're really good at their marketing, make you think that it's all them.
Just a big consignment shop.
It's kind of like my dad telling me he's like, I don't really trust eBay. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, why? And he told me about how 15 years ago they had a problem and they ordered something, the guy never sent it and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, those people don't last long on eBay. If they do that, they get in big trouble now. I don't know if it's changed a lot or what, but he should have gotten in trouble back then. And
Did you say they're going to get in big trouble?
big,
You'll be in
no,
big trouble, mister.
huge trouble.
Huge.
But I'm like, you're gonna not order from eBay because of one thing that happened 15 years ago, and it wasn't even to him. It was like to someone he kind of knew. I'm like,
Sometimes when you lose a customer, they're just gone forever, bub.
yeah, I guess so. But he also my dad. But why I said that my dad goes, it sounded like he didn't really have a big business. It's like it was just his own little thing. I'm like, yeah, exactly like me. I'm like, very few people on here are like a huge
Mhm.
business. There's just a few of them on eBay, but most of them are just average sellers. Just flipping some products. And that's the thing that the normal person buying off eBay doesn't really understand. I had some do that the other day, like, yeah, can on that hat, can you give me the best one you got, the best embroidering job, and just make sure it looks really good and clean and ship it safe? Like I have 20 of them or something. Like,
Mhm.
uh yeah, okay. Just tell them that. Give them the one I had. I thought RPS got bought up by UPS.
Road. I'm not sure what he means. There's a couple. There's a lot of those companies have similar names. Actual Roadway actually merged with Yellow Freight, and it became Yellow Roadway. RPS, I think, might have been called Roadway Packaging Systems, and they merged with FedEx at some point. I don't know if it just took them that long to close or to um, redo all the branding. I'm not. I don't know.
Mm.
Don't know. Because I know Roadway, the orange company, and Yellow, they merged because I think they were both in bankruptcy, or one of them was, and one of them bought the other. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Now we've caught up on all the shipping people and who owns what.
Yeah,
You never know what you're going to find out.
yeah. I gave a freight lesson today.
he's gonna check it out and make sure, and then he might go on the show tonight and tell you how wrong you
Yeah,
are.
he'll. I'm gonna check back later to see if I was right or not. I'll watch tonight. Tommy Bernard's show be 9 o'clock tonight. If you want to check any of our facts, go there.
Facts is a funny statement coming from our channel.
It's like the oh, dang it, what's that website that checks all the
Yeah.
I'm sure this is wrong too, but I can't think of it right now.
Why say it? You'll get me wrong on that one too.
Tommy called us the Saturday Morning Onion last week.
The Morning Onion.
Yeah, the Morning Onion.
I should have put Morning Onion today. Yellow. YRC. Yeah.
Interesting.
Blizzard. Yeah, did you see the East Coast getting the blizzard up there?
Yeah.
Looks pretty nasty.
Snopes, yes. I knew one of Tracy or Tommy would correct me. The Snopes show. Why do we trust Snopes so much anyway?
Say what?
Why do we trust Snopes so much? What if Snopes is wrong?
Yeah.
Like Snopes is just the end of it?
Yep.
All facts. Snopes were wrong, so that is what it is.
God. We're on a mission from God.
Well, we're at an hour, so right now we're talking about Snopes and the weather. You ready to get off here?
Yeah. Tommy's putting his desk in the front yard today.
That's not a bad idea. I actually wish I had a balcony here. I would be on the balcony. That'd be pretty sweet, wouldn't it?
It'd be good ASMR. Snow falling on you super hard while you're doing a podcast.
It's like an outside news reporter. Got a big coat on with like fur.
Act like there's tons of wind.
I think there is going to be tons of wind, actually. You wouldn't have to act.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. All right, I got to jump off here. I got stuff to do.
Me too. Excuse me. Yeah. I use that same thing. I love when people go live because it helps me to list, and I can just listen and list and listen and list. Before you go, I have a question. Oh, crap. I don't. Okay. You can message him on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's 1 million hits on TikTok. You have to get a good song with it.
That's funny.
I was testing 45s one day, and there was this one song from the Shangri-Las from the 60s, and it's that TikTok. Oh no, no. I didn't know it was a ripped off song, like completely ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I actually put it in the title, TikTok song. It hasn't sold. Not that people on TikTok are not going to be buying vinyl 45s.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks, Jason.
Here's the question. Between you and I, is Anthony known as the weird guy with dogs around town?
Absolutely. I hope so.
I don't even live in the same town as Anthony, but to me,
that's what I'm going for.
To me, Anthony is a weird guy with dogs. Yeah. So.
If it is, that's what I'm going for. So
I think his dogs are real people. You talk, it's weird. So yeah.
Is it weird to have a blanket made out of dog hair?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't have one.
I'm sure people are like, "Wow, you have so much fur in here. That's so." No, it's just all dog hair.
I don't clean.
He had a dust buster once, but it lasted like 2 days and it died because there's so much dog hair in it. It was filled all the filters and just quit.
The Shangri-Las are good. They are really good. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Make sure you join Who's Tom Cruise, going for a vinyl lot coming up and at 4 and 5 o'clock Eastern. And then Tommy and Tracy should be on tonight at 9, and usually Harry goes live about 7 on his channel too. So thanks everybody for joining, and
Yeah, exactly.
perfect
Yeah,
point.
perfect timing.
Oh, I know. There's a dog outside. All right.
Thanks for joining, guys. Have a great Saturday.
See y'all.
See y'all. Bye.